Yo, today about to be reacting to the dumbest ways people have died. Now, Gene Curious looking forward to this to see what I would have to do to avoid certain things in life because we can die at any moment. We take life for granted, but let's see.
Pedro Ruiz and Mona Lisa Perez decided their YouTube channel needed more views. Their wholesome family videos weren't working, so they switched to pranks. The numbers went up. Pedro figured if pranks worked, extreme pranks would work even better. So he came up with a simple test. See if a book could stop a bullet. He would hold a
Man, hell no. Ain't no way this real.
1.5-inch encyclopedia
No bulletproof vest.
to his chest. Mona Lisa would shoot it from
This
1
nigga's
foot
looking
away.
retarded.
Simple. They set up cameras and invited over 30 friends to watch. The gun they chose was a Desert Eagle, one of the most
A
powerful.
Desert Eagle? They chose a 50 cal gun. Hold on, let me get this cat, bro. Cause y'all hear that little ball going on in the back. That's the cat running in circles. Let me go get this cat, yo. Nova. Technical difficulties. I'm gonna cut all this out, y'all. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna cut it out.
Handguns in the world.
But no, bro. They think a fucking book can stop a 50 caliber gun, a 50 caliber bullet. I mean, don't tell me they had spectators.
The trigger. The bullet went straight through the book and killed Pedro instantly.
Obviously.
Mona Lisa called the police and claimed she'd accidentally shot her boyfriend. The footage said otherwise. She pleaded guilty to manslaughter. And
Wait, why the fuck she get charged? He didn't. So he didn't agree to it. It'd be one thing if he didn't agree to getting shot. Okay, I see why charge her. But if he agreed to that, then the fuck is she getting charged for?
180 days in prison. The
180. That ain't a lot of days, bro. That's like maybe half a year.
video went viral worldwide.
Go, bro. He know what's happening, bro. And it's a gold Desert Eagle.
Just not how they planned.
This James Bond ass gun.
Some of this. It was 2004 in Wales when a
Hey,
young
yeah,
man
I was
invited
born.
friends back to his apartment after a night of heavy drinking. The party continued at his place, and that's when he got a brilliant idea. He pulled down his trousers and stuck himself out the window, yelling,
Kind of weird shit, bro. Let a nigga pull his pants down while I'm drunk or we having a good time, bro. Not even about to beat your ass. I'm excluding myself from the premises, bro. That foo shit on, bro.
"Who wants some of this?" to the street below. His friends grabbed him before he could fall out of the 3-story window. The next morning, he admitted it had been
Foo-foo boy.
pretty stupid. He promised he'd never do anything like that again. That very evening, he was drunk again. And once again, he pulled down his trousers and started yelling, "Who wants some of this?"
He trying to get bam. Hold on, I can't talk like that. I think that he low key want to like get nasty with one of his boys. Cause I know what he's just doing that 2 times. Imagine if he drunk in front of a girl. That's an essay, a charge right there.
Out the window. This time, his friends weren't close enough to grab him. He tumbled out of the 3-story window and died on impact.
His fault.
The patriotic hat. On July 4th, 2024, in Somerville, South Carolina, Alan Ray McGrew decided to take his patriotic costume to the next level. The 41-year-old HVAC technician was
It's an interesting character.
hosting a neighborhood block party, dressed in a red, white, and blue Uncle Sam outfit with a top hat. The drinking had started around 6 p.m. Fireworks were
How
planned
did
for the
he die
evening.
from a hat?
Alan loved his country and looked forward to celebrating each year. At around 10:20 p.m., Alan placed a large firework right on top of his Uncle Sam hat. His wife Paige thought he was just messing around. Surely he wouldn't light something on his head. He had already lit it. The firework exploded.
This dumbass, bro. I see alcohol, probably not even alcohol. Beer and alcohol make people do stupid stuff. Now, me personally, when I get off alcohol, I get horny. I'm not gonna go sit here and lie to you. I get horny. I wanna fuck. Or I'm just chilling, bro. But these niggas is crazy, bro.
And caused what paramedics called massive head trauma. Alan was dead
Dumbass
instantly.
nigga put himself in a coma, gave himself CTE, all type of shit, bro.
He had become his own fireworks display. The DIY bungee jump. On July 12, 1997, Eric Barsha decided to go bungee jumping on his day off. The 22-year-old fast food worker couldn't find any bungee jumping places in the area, so he figured he'd do it himself. He picked a railroad bridge in Lake Accotink Park, Virginia. It was 70 feet high, perfect for a homemade bungee jump. Eric tied together several bungee cords and reinforced them with duct tape. He was really thinking
With duct tape, bro. Oh my god, bro. People just want to die. Like, one, why are you bungee jumping as a whole? Two, you think duct tape gonna secure you? You think duct tape gonna secure 100? Let's say 140 pounds, cause he probably, let's say 150, 160, 160 pound man. You think that you getting pulled down with all gravity force? Duct tape gonna stop that? Come on, bro.
safety. He tied one end around his leg and the other to the bridge. Then he jumped. There was just one problem with his plan. Eric never considered that bungee cords stretch when you fall. The cords he'd tied together were already a few feet shorter than the bridge height. When they stretched, they became even longer than the
Ooh, wee. That's what I was thinking about at first, but I didn't think he was gonna go out like that.
distance to the ground. Eric hit the pavement 70 feet below with such force that he died instantly. A local man found his body the next morning with the bungee cord still attached to his leg. His grandmother told reporters he was always so smart in school. The fish
I can't tell. I can't tell.
fought back. In 1998, a man from Ohio was hanging out with his friend when he got dared to do something stupid. His friend was cleaning out a fish tank and said that one of the fish, about 5 inches long, had been eating all the other fish. The man decided to give this fish payback. He would swallow it whole. He had done this trick before. He picked up the fish and held it over his mouth. Then he gulped it down. The fish fought back. It got stuck in his throat and was too slippery to pull out.
Pause. Pause. What is he talking about, bro? I'm only talking about a fish, but come on, bro. Put a pause on that.
Couldn't breathe and struggled for several minutes while his friend called 911. When paramedics got there, the man was dead. But
That's
the
his
fish
fault, bro. That's karma.
still alive with its tail sticking out of his mouth. Both the man and the fish died. The fake robbery. On January 18, 1977, Italian footballer Luciano Recchiaconi had a brilliant idea. The 28-year-old Lazio player, known as the Blonde Angel, was famous for his pranks. Recchiaconi and his teammate Pietro Gadin decided to stage a fake robbery at their friend Bruno Tabacini's jewelry store in Rome.
Hey, man, if they die, they deserve to die, bro. They play stupid games, get stupid prizes, bro. Maybe this wasn't even a game. Maybe they was casing out the joint to see what he would do if they tried to rob it.
They thought it would be funny to scare Bruno and then laugh about it
Ain't
later.
funny about that,
They
bro.
covered their faces and walked into the store with guns out, yelling, "Hands in the air! This is a stick-up!" There was one problem with their plan. The jewelry store had been robbed just a few weeks earlier. Bruno was scared it would happen again, so he had gotten a shotgun to protect himself.
Blow
When
his
Bruno
eye.
saw the robbers, he pulled out his shotgun. Pietro immediately put his hands up, but Recchiaconi kept going with the prank. He wouldn't put his gun down. Bruno was scared and shot Recchiaconi in the chest from close range. Recchiaconi's last words were, "It's a joke! It's just a joke!" But it was too late. He died 30 minutes later at 28 years old.
That's it. That's both of their fault. And send this nigga to jail for murder. Don't send the owner to jail. Send the dude in jail with the other ski mask on. Come on, bro.
Leaving behind his wife and 2 kids. Bruno Tabacini was arrested and held for 18 days before being released without charge.
What is he getting arrested for? He got robbed. So, see, the system is so corrupt in every area in the world. Ain't no
It was
way.
declared that the death was the result of self-defense and a terrible accident. The sleeping bear. In 1906, a young
Can you be a travel advisor
Hey, y'all.
without
I'm
quitting
gonna get
your
ad
9
block
to
when I
5?
get monetized.
Actually,
Don't worry about
yes. We're Fora, the modern travel
young hunter in Pennsylvania was
Make sure
out
that this
hunting
shit going,
when he
man.
found a huge black bear lying on the ground. The bear looked dead, and the hunter thought he got lucky. He found a free bear without having to shoot it. So he got out his knife and started cutting up the animal right away.
Why would you not? This nigga, bro.
Just one problem. The hunter never checked if the bear was really dead. He just started cutting. The bear wasn't dead. It was sleeping. When the hunter started cutting it, the bear woke up angry. It attacked and tore the hunter to pieces. The hunter died right there. The scooter duel. In 2004, 2 Taiwanese college students met up one evening and had a few drinks. After talking, they both found out they liked the same girl on campus.
No. Don't tell me he slimed his partner out for the pussy. Come on, bro.
Got them upset, and they decided to have a contest to see who would get the right to ask her out. How did they settle this? Rock, paper, scissors? A coin flip? Nope. They
Guns?
decided to joust like knights, but instead of horses, they would use their scooters. The rules were simple. They would ride straight at each other at full speed, and whoever turned away first would lose. So without helmets or any safety gear, the two rode their scooters directly at each other, hitting 50
Over a bitch, by the way. Come on, bro.
miles per hour. Neither one wanted to be the first to chicken out. They crashed head on. Both of them died. Later, someone asked the girl about it. She said she wasn't interested in either of them anyway. They both died for nothing. The water thief. On April
Anything
19,
for the cap.
2022, Easter Monday in Italy, a 46-year-old man was thirsty. All the stores were closed for the holiday, so he broke into a grocery store to get some water. He found a huge tower of water bottle boxes stacked up by the workers. Instead of taking a bottle from the shelf, he decided to pull one from the middle of the stack. Anyone who's played Jenga knows this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
He grabbed a bottle from a box right in the middle of the tower. The whole thing came down on top of him. The man got crushed under all that water and died right away.
That's just
Store
karma.
workers found the mess the next day when they came to work. They started cleaning up the fallen boxes and lifting them one by one. When they lifted the first box, an arm stuck out. The police watched security camera footage to see what happened. The man had broken in just to get a drink
Karma.
and got killed by the water he was trying to steal.
RIP to him, but come on, bro.
The unbreakable window. Gary Hoy was a lawyer in Toronto. He worked on the 24th floor and had a weird habit. Whenever law students visited his firm, Gary liked to show them how strong the windows were by running across his office and slamming his whole body into the window.
Why not just throw a book at the window, bro? You know.
He had done this dozens of times. The windows never broke. On July 9th, 1993, Gary was giving law students a tour. "These windows can't break," he said. He ran backward and threw himself at the window. It worked perfectly. He bounced right off. Feeling good, Gary decided to do it again. This time, the glass didn't break, but the whole window popped out of its
Oh
frame.
my
Gary
goodness.
went flying 24 stories down, riding the window all
See, motherfuckers be playing like life ain't valuable or something, bro.
the way to the street. The law students and his co-workers watched in horror. Gary had hit that window so many times over the years that he'd loosened the frame. He died instantly. Hold your Wii for a Wii. In 2007, Jennifer
Hold your
Strange
Wii
heard
for a
about a
Wii.
radio contest in Sacramento. The 28-year-old mother of 3 wanted to win a Nintendo Wii for her kids. The contest was called Hold Your Wii for a Wii. You had to drink water and hold it in without using the bathroom. Jennifer showed up with about 20 other contestants. They started drinking bottle after bottle of water. As hours went by, contestants dropped out to use the bathroom. Jennifer held on. After several hours, Jennifer started throwing up, but she didn't quit. Jennifer won the contest and got her Nintendo Wii. She went home feeling terrible.
She didn't
The
pee?
next day,
Did she die from drinking too much water?
she called in sick with a massive headache. A few hours later, Jennifer was dead. She had died from water intoxication. Too much water made her brain swell up. Her 3 children lost their mother over a video game. Her
Hey, at least they get to play the Wii, you know what I'm saying? Was it at least the Wii U? You know?
family sued the radio station and won $16.5 million.
Damn, 16? 4 million. Hold on. 4 million. 4 million, 4 million, 4 million, 4 million. Everybody get 4 million. RIP to their mama. That's crazy.
Road Rage Showdown. In 2021, 2 drivers crashed on Interstate 80 in Berkeley. Nobody got hurt, but both drivers got out to argue about it. They didn't pull over. They started yelling at each other right in the middle of the highway.
Excuse me.
Cars were flying by. The 2 men kept shouting and making threats. Then a Mini Cooper came down the road. The driver swerved to avoid the damaged cars, but couldn't miss the 2 idiots fighting in
Oh my
traffic.
God.
The Mini Cooper hit both of them. They both died instantly.
Did he
The Mini
get charged
Cooper
with
driver
murder?
was traumatized. The umbrella trick.
But
Back
did
in
he
19...
I guess he didn't get charged with murder. I mean, yeah, I guess it wasn't his fault.
1989, a bizarre story out of Bonn, Germany made headlines. It was said that a local street performer had built his career on extreme tricks. He was normally just a sword swallower. He could apparently fit long balloons, metal rods, and even umbrellas down his throat.
Pause. Any nigga that's sticking anything down their throat is... Boy.
Crowds loved it. One day, during a performance, he decided to push the act further. He grabbed a folded umbrella and began swallowing it to show off his skills, while sliding the
Pause, bro. That's just crazy. Something he gonna open it. If he open it, is it gonna like open his throat and his body?
down.
Pause.
He accidentally pressed the automatic release button on the handle. The umbrella snapped open while still in his throat. The crowd watched
Bro,
in
that's not
shock.
funny.
The performer collapsed instantly. It sounds like the perfect Darwin Award, but there's one problem. Nobody has ever confirmed it actually happened. Sword swallowers themselves later came forward to call the story impossible. A folded umbrella is far too wide to even fit down a throat. That leaves the umbrella trick as one of the most popular Darwin Award legends, but almost certainly nothing more than an urban legend. The falling dog. In
The
1988 in
falling
Buenos
dog.
Aires, Argentina,
What's
a
on
little
your
poodle
dog?
named Kachi was
No.
playing on a balcony. The dog was having fun when it suddenly fell off the railing. Kachi plunged 13 floors down to the street. The poodle landed directly on the head of 75-year-old Marta Espina.
No, what the luck? Like literally the luck. Ain't no way. Imagine your grandma going on like that, bro. I'm suing the owner of that dog.
Walking along the sidewalk. The falling dog killed her instantly. But that wasn't the
suing.
end of it. A crowd rushed over to see what happened. A woman named Edith Solo came over to look at the scene. While Edith was distracted by the carnage, she walked into the street and got hit
So this Final Destination right here, ain't it?
by a bus. She died too, but the chaos wasn't over yet. An
See, this what happen when you don't mind your own business.
older man saw all this happening and got so stressed out that he had a fatal heart attack on the spot.
Oh my God. Death is just in the air, literally, cuz. Got 4 dead beings right now.
Falling poodle killed 3 people in 5 minutes. Kachi the poodle probably has the highest kill count of any dog in
He
history.
does.
The bridge jump. On
Hey man, I'm gonna get an ad block
You
when I
asked
get
for more ways
monetized,
to
y'all.
create,
Don't worry about
so
it.
we made a major
How y'all day
update.
going?
Sleeve printing is now live.
On May 24th, 2019, 2 friends from Texas were driving south through Lake Charles, Louisiana at 2 in the morning. Alejandro Cazares was behind the wheel. Roberto Moreno was riding shotgun. They came to a drawbridge that was up to let boats pass. A safety gate blocked the road. Most people would wait for the bridge to
Don't
come
tell
back
me he
down.
tried to jump
Not
it.
these guys. Roberto got out of the car and pushed the safety gate up out of the way. He jumped back in the car.
These niggas think they in the video game. They think they in Saint Rose or GTA.
Cazares drove under the gate and headed straight for the bridge ramp. They stopped for a second at the bottom. Then Cazares put the car in reverse, backed up, and floored it. They were going to jump the gap like in an action movie. The car went airborne for a brief moment. Then it crashed into the water.
All because they couldn't wait 30 seconds to 2 minutes.
The car sank to
Come
the
on,
bottom.
bro.
Cazares was trapped inside and drowned. Moreno was found outside the submerged car, but he drowned too. The plastic bag beekeeper. In 2002, a Brazilian farmer found a beehive on his property, so he decided to get rid of them by using fire. The farmer put on gloves, long pants, and a long-sleeved shirt. He sealed everything
What
with
about for
tape
his
so
face,
bees
though?
couldn't crawl into his clothes. Then he put a plastic bag over his head and sealed it tightly around his neck. This would
This
protect
nigga
his
can't
face from
breathe.
bee stings. Finally, he grabbed a torch and went off to burn the hive. A few hours later, he hadn't come back. His worried wife went looking for him. She found him dead under the beehive, but the bees hadn't killed him. In fact, the hive was completely untouched. The
This dumbass, bro. This is why your parents tell you not to put bags over your head.
plastic bag had worked perfectly. It kept out the bees, the smoke, and the oxygen he needed to breathe.
This
The farmer had
dumb.
forgotten to poke air holes in the bag. With his gloves taped down, he couldn't rip the bag off his head. He suffocated trying to protect himself from bee stings. The lava lamp. In 2004, 24-year-old
Hey, yeah,
Philip
I was
wanted to
born.
use his lava lamp. He plugged it in and waited for it to start working. After a few minutes, nothing was happening. The lamp was still cold. Philip was impatient, so he came up with a brilliant plan to speed things up. He took the lava lamp and put it on his hot stove. There was just
Oh
one
my God. This guy.
problem Philip didn't know about. Lava lamps are only designed to handle temperatures up to 40 degrees. A hot stove gets way hotter than that.
So
The lava
it's gonna
lamp quickly
explode.
overheated and exploded. Glass shards flew everywhere. One piece of glass went straight into Philip's heart. He died instantly. The chimney grenade. On January
The
13th,
chimney
2005, 55-year-old Marco decided to clean the chimney in his workshop. He tried using a simple broom, but it was too small for the job. He needed to improvise. Marco figured he needed a chain to pull the broom through the chimney and a heavy object to weigh it down. Looking around his workshop, he found what he thought was perfect, a grenade. His plan was simple. He would weld the grenade to the broom and chain. Then he could pull the whole thing through the chimney. Marco got out his
This
welding
nigga got
equipment.
a legit grenade. This nigga's a maniac.
Started working. He failed to think about what might happen when he put a flame near a grenade. As soon as the welding torch touched the grenade,
Boom!
exploded. Marco was killed instantly. The chimney was left completely
Why
untouched
would
by
he
the blast.
put a grenade inside of a chimney? That is stupid itself. Ain't that just gonna make the chimney collapse? It is gonna make it collapse.
If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for similar ones and feel free to drop suggestions.
For sure. Hey man, we're gonna definitely be reacting to more videos like this. But let me know which one do y'all think is the dumbest death. that we seen. It's a couple that I think is stupid. The nigga tying the bag around his head. You got the nigga jumping out the window. Then what else? What else? What else? What else? Jumping out the window, tying the bag on his head. Then the grenade nigga, bro. I think the grenade nigga the stupidest one.
Next
Cause why do you
video
have
in
a
the
grenade if you don't know how it works? But no, let me know what y'all think, and I'm catching niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.